For the next several assignments in our unit, you are going to need an account on Cronometer.com. So I'm going to show you how to set your account up and how to enter the items that we want and make a few setting changes. So once you're on the Cronometer.com website, you're going to go to sign up for free. You're going to use your Wright State email and create a password that you will remember. If you don't have a password that you always use, then you need to write it down somewhere. Once you do that, you're going to make the selections in the Your Body Type box here on the page. I'm going to make this as if I'm a student, like one of you, and use my daughter's birth date. We did height and weight earlier in the year before the 28-day challenge. So if you're not exactly sure, I would use those items. Make sure you check the I agree button and create an account. You're then going to go in to your email and you're going to verify the account. Once you do that, you'll see this screen. We're going to make a couple of changes on this screen before we get started. So you're going to scroll down here to the nutrient target section in the middle of the page and click on the gear. So we want the first item to say energy, the second item to say protein, the third item to say carbs, the fourth, fat, number 5 here in the second row, water, number 6, sugars, and number 7, fiber. Once you've done that and you click close, these dials will have that information on it each time. Now, I'm going to show you how to put food in for the correct date and time. You're going to scroll up. You're going to make sure that the date says November 25th, 2018, which is Sunday. We're going to put in the food you ate yesterday. So you click Add Food, and I'm going to use the breakfast I ate this morning. So I'm going to search for Ezekiel bread, which was this one. I click it here, and then I come down. I had 1 slice, and I add a serving. I continue to do the exact same thing for all the foods I ate. Now, what if you'll see here, I added a banana. What if the banana that I had wasn't this large? Maybe it was smaller. Then I choose the drop-down box and I choose the one that most closely fits before I add the serving. We all know that Mrs. Curran, of course, had coffee this morning. So I'm going to add that. And I had 2 10-ounce cups of coffee, which would equal this 20 ounce. If I wanted to do smaller, let's say I had a 16-ounce cup, I can change that and add the serving. So I would continue to do this for all the foods I ate on November 25th. The apple I had with my lunch was huge. And then I also had some Triscuits that were a hint of salt. So I'm going to come down here. I had about 6. With some Colby Jack cheese slices. Reduced fat, because they gave me the wrong ones at the grocery store. And even though I made the slice, I'm going to choose cracker-sized slice because I think that's probably closest to what I had. Okay? Once I add all of these foods in, you don't want to forget your water. So I'm going to add in all of the water that I drank today. It was all tap water. And I know because of the water bottle I use that I had 5 20-ounce water bottles. So I'm going to add all of my tap water. I could continue to add my dinner, which was a beef enchilada that I made at home. So I need to look at the one closest to what I had. Since I made them myself, I didn't purchase them from a specific brand, I'm going to choose the one that most closely represents what I think I ate. But I added guacamole to the top of my enchilada. And I probably had about a half a cup of guacamole. With my Spanish rice, which I did buy a mix. So I'm going to scroll through and see if the rice that I purchased, here it is. And I probably had a half a cup of rice. So I'm going to put 2 1/4 cup servings. Once I have everything added in, I'm also going to add my exercise for the day. I took the dogs for a walk, so I'm going to choose that, and I was gone for 30 minutes. So I'm going to add my exercise. So for each day of your food diary, you're going to make sure that you've got the correct date in this green box. You add all of the food and beverages you had for the whole day, and make sure you add any exercise you got. Once you have all of that in, you'll see that the numbers, both for the nutrients that we selected and a lot more information, all have been updated here. Way too much sodium in my diet today, right? And if I hover, it tells me that the Spanish rice had over 53% of the sodium that I was going to eat for the day. Now, once I've done that, for all of the days, you're going to do 3 days, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. I'm going to go and print this diary for that day. So on my computer, I would go to print. I would make sure that it's showing me everything I need, and I would print that to turn in on Wednesday.